welcome to Panther Strategies. From wherever you are in the world, this is CEO Andy Morbitzer, Panther Strategies. I often get asked the question, Andy, why did you build Panther Strategies the way you did, and what's it all about? And really the answer to that is I look around the world and I look at all the people that really struggle to make ends meet. They live paycheck to paycheck, and they're just unprepared. I mean, here in the States, the federal government shut down and federal workers are off. They're being furloughed, and it's been 3 weeks now, maybe a month since they've gotten paid. And I look at all the information that comes about that these are great paying jobs, these federal jobs with these people, and they're saying that they're having to go get a second job or drive Uber to make ends meet because they live month to month. And I think to myself, my gosh, these people must make 60, 70, 80, $100,000 a year, and they miss one paycheck and they're in harm's way. They haven't properly prepared or ensured their success or their future. They've done nothing to have a plan B for just this type of situation. And you see it all around the world where huge companies are folding and companies are going out of business. And unfortunately, the future, when I look at jobs and I look at people's means of providing for their families, you look at automated intelligence, IA, in the next decade, 40% of the world's population is going to be looking for a job. And that's a scary statistic. Yes, we're ushering in new technology, but that new technology, that convenience is going to come at a price. And for some of you, it's going to mean your job. And so knowing that you've got a window of opportunity, 5 to 7 years, to engage in a culture, engage in a business like Panther Strategy that gives you really a leveraged ability to earn, save, hedge, invest, speculate, all on Panther Strategy. And then the bonus where we set ourselves apart is we're a platform that just about every product that we have is a concept about money or a product about money that should passively, residually, not only Panther Strategy earn you great income, but the products in a perfect world will as well. But now there's no guarantees, but we've done our research for years and we're completely into real property assets. I left the stock market after the crash in 2008. So really Panther is a blueprint of a lifestyle of a entrepreneur of capitalism. So all of our products, as you'll see as we start this presentation, are in and around based on money. And I'll start, the very first ones that we have are strategic metals. If you've been following our teachings and if you got in like we did 2 years ago with a lot of these products that we're sharing now, strategic metals up to 184% return. Strategic metals are really the essence of the Internet of Things. And then we have rare colored diamonds that appreciate very well over the last 2 years. Some are up over 700%. So when we look at, okay, I want to start a business opportunity, where do I go? What do I do? Well, we've built this platform specifically for you to help you make ends meet, to have that plan B in case you lose your job. Or at some point, you'll finally get paid what you're worth in this arena we call capitalism, and you'll be able to live the lifestyle that you like, the way that you want, and go travel the world, spend more time with your kids. That's what this is all about. We also have our own gold and silver products through Scottsdale Mint. And after the crash, as you know, gold and silver typically is the reciprocal of a market crash in the stock market. Whereas the last crash, 2008, 9 years ago, of course, silver jumped up 500% and gold jumped up 200%. So follow us on Atlas Forge, which is our educational platform that we'll talk about here in a second. As to the reasons why we believe silver is the better value right now. So we've got some beautiful, 4-9 S8 gold and silver products that are just beautiful, that come in a fraud resistant, something called Certilock, where it has a serial number, it has DNA, it has tamper-proof plastic, it's got a QRC code, because as things get more and more challenging around the world, fraud in gold and silver will dramatically increase. So the future of security, eliminating fraud, and knowing what product you're actually getting, that's what Certilock really provides us, peace of mind. And we also have within Certilock, we have a mobile application that you can track your gold and silver right from your smartphone. It tracks it from start to finish and everywhere in between. So it's a beautiful tracking mechanism that is free along with any Panther membership or any purchase of our gold and silver products. So some great products that, we start at ensuring and protecting what you have through gold and silver. You'll always hear, protect what you have is the first step, get out of debt. And that's exactly what Panther Strategies platform is designed to do, is to help you, because many of you struggle with debt. And if you're struggling with debt now at the lowest interest rates in humanity, think about the responsibilities you're going to have in the future when interest rates, which are already starting to climb back up, when the interest rates quadruple. And it's a serious problem worldwide, and that's exactly why we built Panther product. Another product that we'll offer sometime this year, rare whiskeys, 50 to 500%. These are all real property assets that we've shown. Diamonds, whiskeys, strategic metals, gold and silver, because the future will not be in the stock markets and paper assets or investments. Those are highly leveraged, highly risky, very volatile. So we've changed our thinking, and we learned from the 2008 crash, where what we used to think as a safe haven for our money, our retirement, our golden years, our lifestyle, our ability to pass down wealth to our kids, well, those old vehicles are bankrupt. They're indolent. They won't withstand the test of time. And we know we can document that they're even manipulated. So cryptocurrency, passive residual income products coming soon. Well, I probably need to update the slide because they're here. We have some wonderful cryptocurrency, passive residual, real property investments that are active right now. So if you don't know about that, get back to the person that shared this with you and get on board with that. Our first initial product with that will be online here in the next 10 days. So for all of those you get the first mover advantage on this product. It has utility. It really produces the future, and it's really proof of power. You've heard of proof of work, proof of stake in the cryptocurrency world. Well, if you've been in cryptocurrency over the last year, let's say you got in a year ago, you lost about 80% of your initial capitalization. So again, if you would have been part of our culture, starting 2 years ago, where I started speaking about cryptocurrencies, I have it documented that, we sold at 16,000. We knew what was going to happen. This isn't the first time I've been in the world of money and investing. I've done it my entire life. So I look for opportunities that will benefit people the most with the least amount of risk. Now, every investment has a risk, don't get me wrong. So we look at how can we diversify, invest all on one platform. So one of the products, proof of power, it's known as the green mining rig. It has utility. And what I mean by utility, the majority of cryptocurrencies on an exchange right now, and I mean 95% of them, are totally worthless coins that have no value or utility. They're not being used. They're not solving a problem. They're just a coin with a bunch of hype behind them. So you need to understand how to research and understand and assess and evaluate the future of cryptocurrency and how to profit from it. That's what we do. We've made over 100 people millionaires in the last year and a half. And I know of about 14 people over the last week that will be millionaires in 3 years if they follow the process. So green mining, it's really taking the value of energy and inverting it into the blockchain. That is very valuable for people all around the world. It's the future. Blockchain and this algorithm of ledgers will dominate the industries of the future. Most things will run on blockchain, fueled by 5G. It's 1,000 times faster than 4G. And of course, AI, automated intelligence or artificial intelligence. Those are the three major things and the three major focuses that we'll have for the next decade. There'll be a plethora of opportunities within Panther to make money from all three of these disruptive technologies, these life-changing technologies and innovations that are going to spur capitalism. And that's exactly what we are at Panther Strategies. It's a lifestyle. It's a way of living. It's a one-stop shop to protect and hedge and save and speculate and earn an additional income all on one platform. We have advantages in the marketplace. We're a category creator in multiple core competencies: strategic metals, diamonds, whiskeys, meaning we don't have any competitions in these areas. And we started out very first strategic metals because we like to buy low and sell high. And we believe that strategic metals, which are the essence of everything from drones to solar to blockchain to 5G to semiconductors to microchips to aircraft, engines, automated intelligence, flat screen TV, smartphones, smart cities. So it's the future. That is what we believe. So the best way to change your situation, improve your lifestyle, get out of debt, and quit living month to month is you need to learn how to be your own bank. You need to take control. You need to learn that there's a big difference between owning, maintaining, and controlling your assets, or being, subjected to the whim of a politician or elected official or a stock market. So we need to be proactive. And what we teach here is we've identified the things that are going to most disrupt your life and what you can do to change your situation, to mitigate that loss. So there's multiple clear and present dangers all around the world that if you do nothing, then why, of course, you'll be subject to whatever happens. And history tells us it won't be pleasant. So we decided to build Panther Strategies for that reason. It's all about ownership. It's all about controlling and owning and maintaining your own bank. We know that fiat currencies have been printed to extinction. The world right now has never been more in debt than it is right now, $300 trillion, because governments seem to print money to alleviate problems, and it never alleviates the problem. It just adds more debt. And what that really means to you at the end of the day, you as a taxpayer, you're going to be encumbered. You're going to be hit with the brunt of the taxation. It's always true. For those of you that are that may be federal employees or have pensions or 401ks, know that these 401ks, these social programs, these pensions, these Social Security, the Medicaid, the Medicare, or whatever your equivalent government or big business pension structure looks like, they're all in debt. They're all well undervalued. So the vehicles that you were relying on to retire are not going to produce what was promised, and that's fact. You see it all around the world. All of these financial vehicles that were set up decades ago are not performing as expected. Actually, they're well below performing. So if you're expecting to earn $2,000 a month in your pension when you grow old, you might want to check that real quick, because it might be down to $500 a month. So the key to what we do and the key to success in the financial world is diversification. It's the key to surviving and thriving the next decade, because it will be very challenging, guys. I can't stress that enough. Things are happening macroeconomically that you're right in the crosshairs. So as you see all this volatility and all this nonsense that goes on all around the world, from trade wars to currency wars to manipulation by the banks, we've got the answers to those. We can help you navigate this very, very slippery financial slide. And that's what we offer at Panther Strategies. Another advantage we have, we're first to market. As I said before, in a lot of these different products, you can go penetrate a market that nobody's seen this type of product before. It's wonderful. It's amazing. It's and I'm not saying it because I own it, but it's the best platform that I've seen to help the average person that's struggling out there with debt and living paycheck to paycheck. We've made it real easy for you. Learn how to be a good inviter. Learn how to invite people to these calls and let me do the selling for you. It's easily replicatable. We have marketing funnels that are 90% complete now that will add into the mix to help ensure your success. So it's all about making more money, protection, hedging, investing from a safe or a position of strength, and speculating in a safe environment. That's what we do. First month we launched gold and silver to protect, hedge, and save against what you might already have. Month number 2, we came out with strategic metals because we want to invest from a position of strength. We firmly believe that strategic metals are a great store of value, but you don't have a cataclysmic event in the financial markets for that product to increase or appreciate in value. It will increase and appreciate in value through true supply and demand of the Internet of Things and the electronic technology innovation boom that we're going to experience over the next decade. From smart cities to electric cars to drones to artificial intelligence to solar panels to 5G. It's all coming, and it all uses strategic metals. Now, third month, we're into the speculative side. Remember, we've got protecting and hedging as step one. Step two, invest from a position of strength, strategic metals. Step three, take a little bit, allocate a little bit of money on something that may be highly risky, but has a very high return if it works out. That's speculation. So that's where we are now with the green boxes, speculating. So we've covered all, or at least added one product for each step of the process. Panther is an international turnkey opportunity with serving over 100 countries. We have replicated sites, business tools. We have some great rewards, some of the best rewards plan that I've seen in the industry. And I guarantee you it'll make millions for a lot of people in the coming years. I've been through this. I've done this. I'm an expert in comp plans. I've built businesses that I think at our height, we had 1.1 million active affiliates. We're in programs now that we can see how these opportunities and these platforms build out when you have hundreds of thousands of people, how people get paid. How do you maximize a comp plan? Well, we put all of that into our comp plan with one thing in mind, how to get the affiliate into profitability. It's very inexpensive to start. So really what we offer, this is our flagship. We've talked about gold, strategic metals, and cryptocurrency opportunities. Our flagship product is Atlas Forge, and it is an educational platform. And it talks about real money. It talks about diversification. And it tells you and teaches you how to build a plan B, an additional income stream. It talks about the advantages of real property, why you should have assets in different countries under different regulatory authorities, how much cash you should have, what kind of assets should you have, when should you buy, when should you sell, which one should I buy? We've clarified all that, simplified all that. We've brought on vetted professionals from around the world to assist us in helping you get out of the daily grind of a 9-to-5 job or living month to month with all the nerves and stress. Money can either cripple you or it can enlighten you. And we're here to enlighten as many people as we can with Atlas Forge. It's a learn and earn type platform. So to kind of bring everything together, it's platform, or Panther's the platform that's a one-stop shop. It's a place where you can diversify your assets and your income all in one opportunity. So, and some of those ways that we pay people is in real property, say gold, silver, diamonds, strategic metals. You know, you have your choice. And we add the most important thing, the additional income stream. So we're really leveraged in two different ways. You can earn money through Panther, the business opportunity, and you can earn money off of any of the multiple products that we have. In a perfect world, again, nothing's guaranteed, but every product that we offer on Panther Strategies and Atlas Forge, why, of course, we've already done it. We've already owned them. We already have the asset. We've been through the process, the logistics, the cost, the tax, the storage, and simplified it so you don't have to worry about all that. You can focus on building your business and coming up with that all-important plan B, because let's be honest, 75% of the people that live on the earth have no savings and no plan B. They literally live month to month. 75% of the people. So you're talking about 5 billion people around the world that have no plan B, that if anything happens in their life, and I mean anything, it could be an earthquake, a tsunami, a government shutdown, a loss of a job, they have no recourse. They have no plan B. They have no insurance. So what do? They then expect the government to protect them and provide for them, thus putting additional strain on all the other people that are working. So that's why we really compiled this information, these products. We spent 2 years traveling the world to seek out the best possible real property investments with the best possible people and companies that we could find. So we put it all together and put it on Panther Strategies, and all of the education is on Atlas Forge. So it's a passive residual income. We give different discounts on different products once you become a membership member, and you can earn 7 different ways within the comp plan of Panther Strategies. Direct sales rewards, up to 15%. Your total body of work, which is Panther career bonus, up to 50,000 euros a month. Atlas Forge subscriptions, you can earn 5 to 10 euros per person per month that is on the subscription of that educational platform. And then Club Forge rewards, some of you call that cycling in a binary. We call it Club Forge rewards. Earn 30 to 80 euros every time you achieve volume on your left side and your right side in the binary. Every time you meet that threshold of 500 points, or what we call club points in the binary, why, of course, you're going to earn 30 to 80 euros every time that happens, and it will be the #1 way that you get paid. Club matching bonuses. For those of you that love networking and love to share opportunities, you're a mover, you're a shaker, you're an innovator, you're a capitalist, you're an entrepreneur, you understand the ability and the freedoms and the niceties and the lifestyle of networking, why, of course, club matching bonuses, awesome, up to 22%, meaning every time one of your personally sponsored individuals earns a commission, you're going to earn 10% of that. And any of them, their people, you're going to earn 7%. And any of their people, 5%. So collectively, inclusively, it's 22% of 3 generations of personally sponsored individuals. Of course, you got to have a car bonus, because we all want to look good driving around to meetings and those types of things. And that is 300 euros to 1,250 euros a month. And of course, we have some wonderful incentives as you start achieving different thresholds and different recognition levels. Of course, you're going to be incentivized with some really, really amazing products, whether it be strategic metals, gold. These are or iPads. There's some whiskey investment. There's some cars that you can win, a villa that you can earn. These are all incentives as you grow your business over time. You can pick up some very, very, very nice assets as a thank you for for helping us spread the word of this platform and all of its that it entails. So we love it. And then lastly, really, we coexist with any other program. We are a money-oriented platform, so we're not in competition with any kind of marketing, networking, nutritional type products. So we very easily can coexist with any other networking company, direct sales company, 9-to-5 job. You can finally get paid what you're worth. You're an entrepreneur. Remember, innovation comes through entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurs come through innovation. And we are on the cusp. We're on the forefront of many technologies and innovations that are driving capitalism. And that's exactly what we're all about. We're all about real money. We need to get back to principled financial vehicles. Our archaic fiat system in which we operate now, that's why cryptocurrency is so popular. It has so much value and so much advantages. It's just undeniable. So we teach and train about cryptocurrencies as well. So with that said, the future, I always tell people, what made Wayne Gretzky a great hockey player? Was he bigger, faster, stronger than all the other guys? No. His innate ability was to recognize where the puck would be. And he was always first to the puck. And we do the same thing within a financial market and in macroeconomics, an ecosystem of where are we now and where are we going to be. We look at what's habitual, and we're going to invest accordingly. So when I look at around and what's habitual, what's trending, what is everybody doing, there's not a day that goes by or a restaurant that I go to or a meeting that everybody isn't walking down the street, sitting in coffee shops, eating. Everybody is on a smartphone, and you would not have smartphone capabilities without strategic metals. You wouldn't have electronic vehicles without strategic metals. You wouldn't have drones, Cryptocurrency, it's the future of money. That's why we offer a passive residual product. It's green mining. That's very, very lucrative right now. If I told you what it's appreciating right now, guys, you wouldn't believe me anyway. But soon we'll just dispel that, and I'll have the ability to actually document its appreciation. Just want to make sure that everything's legal when I do it. So, do you think the future's in cryptocurrency? Yes. Do I think you're going to see robotics and in fast food and businesses? Do you think you're going to see artificial intelligence? Yeah. You think solar and wind is going to be a critical factor of energy moving forward? Yes. And behind every one of these great inventions and the innovative ideas, they're all run with microchips. You wouldn't have microchips without silver and strategic metals. So guys, we're the general store. Remember, the people that made the millions in the gold rush, that ran out west with their picks and axes and beat the hell out of the side of a hill, they didn't make any money. They barely made enough money through labor and tents and sweating all day, and beating up rocks and wading through the water to find some gold, where the guy back at the general store sat in his nice little general store and with no worries in the world, and he's the one that made all the millions of dollars because he had the products that were used for the future. He sold the picks, the axes, and the shovels. That's what we do, but we do it on a much grander scale. We're a worldwide opportunity. You got to remember, the future in technology, it's moving and innovating quickly. And you can position yourself right now to learn how to position yourself to be a multimillionaire. No joke, because we know what the future is. And if you invest accordingly, well, you're going to reap the benefits of that. So that's where I stand on that. So really two things. I only have one slide for this, but two things that are going to impact your lifestyle and change the entire world in ways that you can't even conceive. One will be 5G, because 5G is the conduit that brings everything together. Smartphones, smart computers, smart cities, drones, electric vehicles. Well, guess what? They all use they all use microchips, and they all will run on you've all heard of 4G. Well, 5G is 1,000 times faster than 4G. All of your phones that you see, I don't care if they're Samsungs, iPhones, it doesn't matter. All the computers that you have, everything that use AI, everything will run on 5G. Everything. And it's just now starting. If you see the slide, we're in 2019, you're already seeing the Wi-Fi, the infrastructure, the satellite connection with 5G that will be the missing ingredient to all things electronic. And then, of course, the other thing will be IA, well, artificial intelligence. They have the ability. Now, artificial intelligence is not, in my mind, intelligence. It is the ability for a machine to gather data and predict your habits. It may know that you go through a tub of butter every 2 weeks. So when you start to make your grocery list, it'll already have a tub of butter on there because they know you consume, 1 tub of butter every 2 weeks. They know that. It's amazing. So the asset is data. When you look at IA, and we're going to get into, okay, how do we profit? How do we monetize this trending IA? And I'm going to get into that here in the next month or so. But the basics of AI is run on computer chips. And those computer chips all utilize strategic metals. And that will dominate the landscape in 10 years throughout the world. And it will be a disruptive technology that may displace a lot of you from what you're currently doing. So I strongly advise, find something that you're passionate about. Find something that is going to make you happy, that's going to change your lifestyle. You can something or somewhere that you can plug in, engage in the culture, collaborate with other like-minded individuals on that platform, and is Panther Strategies and Atlas Forge. So I'll be proactive and welcome you to the club now. So with that said, that's our overview for today. And think long and hard about Panther Strategies, Atlas Forge. I think you will find it checks a lot of boxes for a lot of people. There's a huge need for this worldwide, and we're going to fill that need. And we're going to band together as a group of people, collaborate, be innovative, share ideas, and together, through some good research, some good quality information, and some common sense, we can all come out the other side not restricted, not tethered to any one government employee or the like. You can be that entrepreneur. You can be that work from home mom or dad, or start your plan B now. I think we offer the best of both worlds. International platform that allows you to share our vision and get greatly compensated for it. And then our products within the platform itself have a great opportunity to appreciate very, very nicely in the very near future. So with that said, this is Andy Morbitzer signing off for today. Get back with a person that shared this video and this platform with you, and we'll see you on the inside.